It's time for more of The Quiet Storm with Kip Campbell, your host. I lost my voice this week, so I'm gonna be a radio disc jockey from a R&B station. So all you ladies out there, it's Red Arrow TV coming at you with a little bit of stank on it. I gotta see that in the playback. We're going to a state today that has great whitetail deer hunting. They are famous for creating the hot dog, and Hang On Sloopy is their official state rock song. I don't know however they danced back then. I don't know how they dance. What tropical paradise are we taking you to this week on Red Arrow? You guessed it. We're going to Ohio. Well, some of you viewers may not know that we've had a terrible past / awesome past with Ohio. So this week we're going to be taking you through what built up to the awesome time we have had for the last couple years in Ohio.
Well, I'm mean as gravel, I'm poor as dirt, and I like things better the way they were. Well, I'm strong in the head, but I get things done. I spend too much money to have a little fun. Come on. I ain't changing, I'm a stubborn man. So can you love me like I am? Can you love me, baby, like I am? Yeah.
Well, Ohio beat us up pretty good the first few years we went out there. I mean, we had everything from car trouble, couldn't barely get out there, to car wrecks. I hit a deer on the way back from Ohio one year. You know, we needed every single last penny just to get the gas in the vehicle to get out there. And we were really, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of our rope thinking, what are we gonna do? We need to kill more deer. We can't keep going back to Ohio. And that's when I met the Baker brothers. And they introduced me to the Munn family, and in turn, we got invited to hunt on this awesome farm. We knew the Munns had some really good deer, and we had seen some really good deer on the property. But the Ohio luck is sort of looming over you like a monkey on your back. When I say that Ohio has been bad, it's been real bad. I haven't even been able to kill a doe. So when this doe walks out, even though we've been seeing some good bucks, I'm taking her down. Sometimes you just gotta break ice, boys and girls. I'm telling you, believe in it.
I was gonna let her live, but she kept pushing it and I needed some deer meat. Where, as Ted Nugent would say, have we seen this before? The whole story of Ohio for us is we're this close to killing a deer every day. And this is actually my first Ohio bow kill right here.
So I killed this doe, we got some momentum going, but unfortunately we gotta leave. So we leave and kill a buck in Illinois, and then we come back to the Munn's place, and sure enough, the big buck that we've been hunting all week that had been giving us a slip shows up at our tree stand.
All right, here we go. Here we go. You know, it's days like this that keep all of us bow hunters going back for more, man. No matter how cold it gets or how miserable it looks outside. It's the Big 8, son. We came back to Ohio on the comeback trip, went to Illinois, smoked a buck, came back here. First night, baby. 5 years. 5 years. You know, it's days like that that stick out in your mind that remind you why you do it. God, what a deer. That'll make those weeks and weeks and weeks that we hunted worth it. And to get to travel the Midwest to see bucks like this is amazing. To get to kill one is just really just a blessing, man.
I'm telling you what, man, I let this arrow go and saw where it hit, and this deer tips over, and he's a giant. And daggone, when it all comes together like that, there's nothing like it. There is no better deer that I could have got the Ohio monkey off my back with than that buck. There is nothing like getting that monkey off your back when something's been kicking your butt for so long. You know, success breeds success. And we got the momentum in Ohio now, baby. And, you know, the Bakers and the Munns are excited to have us back the next year. And we continue that momentum. We're seeing big bucks. And the Baker boys and the Munns are laying some stuff out.
Bet.
Yes, man. That's the big 11 that we've been after the whole year. We've got a couple bucks out here, and this is one of them that was on our hit list, and can't wait to get my hands on him. So I'm gonna get down and see what it looks like.
What a deer.
Golly. To get my hands on this buck, man. This is one of the bucks I was after this year, and he's a good 5-year-old deer, and I'm telling you right now, he's a stud.
Chris is up a tree by himself. He snuck down in the low grounds one evening and is self-filming, which is not easy to do, especially with a bow and arrow. Man, Chris put a daggone near perfect shot on this deer.
Chris Munn out here helping me track it now. We're gonna head into the woods and see if we can find it. We've been seeing this deer on our trail cameras for about 2 weeks now. Yeah, the cool thing was seeing this deer and another deer fight before I shot him. Feels good to be tagged out before the rut.
November 12th, rut's in full swing. We got deer running everywhere this morning, so thought we'd get a quick interview in. Just had a couple small bucks on the other side of the field here. Had a doe come running by. It's not for sure another buck will be after, but stick with us. Hopefully we can get it done today. It's nice and cold, I know that, so the deer ought to be up and moving. That's it. That's a split. Sweet, man. He's a good buck, man. Well, this is what you want to see at the end of a blood trail. Just out of nowhere, he just steps out. Chris spotted him coming out of the corner, and he just come to the decoy. And this is the result of it, man. It's rut's on pretty hard right now in Ohio, so.
It's my birthday. Feeling good about tonight. Me and Mike have been hunting here the last couple days. We're in a good spot. We got a good feeling about tonight, so happy birthday to me.
Not long after the doe came out, here comes that tall 8. This buck lost sight of the doe, and he starts slipping down the field edge toward Chris to get him a bite of end game that they laid out for him. And it was probably gonna be his last meal ever, if Chris let him even eat it. Man, Chris put the old shish kebab on this deer. Blood squirting out of both sides is a pretty sight in a white-tailed deer hunter's eyes. Yeah, it's graphic, it's violent, it's deer hunting. You're not trying to teach the deer algebra, you're trying to kill it and put it in your freezer. So save your emails, PETA freaks.
We've been working hard this year, working real hard, and rut is definitely on, and we are pumped.
This is the bone call from Cherokee. Got an app on my phone here that says it'll translate any language.
I'm coming back from round 2. I'm trying to get my second buck killed in Ohio. And it doesn't take long, boy. We set up and this giant walks out.
Here's the field right there. Don't move. Oh, I see a shooter. Hell yeah.
That.
Oh, I shot him on my 40-yard pin. I shot him with the wrong daggone pin.
I knew from the moment this arrow left my bow that I didn't get it. I knew it. Knew it.
I ranged him at 30 and used the wrong pin. He's in our wind now. There's no way he'll come back.
Somebody missed me. I ain't never missed a deer in my life on video.
I had missed my first deer on television, ladies and gentlemen. And so for all you whitetail deer out there, I just want you to know, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna get in your thicket and then I'm gonna get in your rib cage. Nowhere is safe. You better hide under a stump. We decided that week that we were gonna press back into the back of the property, take our X-stand climbers and get after these deer. The rut was on. They were coming to the call, son. And we were excited about it. And I just had a feeling that we were gonna get a shot at a good buck.
There's a buck right there. Break it buck, break it buck. That's that big 8-pointer. He's coming. He's coming. I can't shoot him on that trail.
Sure enough, doesn't take long, man. I hit a bleed call, and this joker comes on a string.
He's coming. He's coming.
Shot him, 1/4 little bit of a dangerous shot, but look, he's 20 yards. Pocket of his shoulder was wide open. I saw his heart like he was see-through, baby. We are tagged out in Ohio, and it's a good feeling. Hashtag adrenaline coming out of my ears. That is a stud 8-pointer, baby. Me and Josh saw him. I called it. We saw him. We saw him in. I called him in. I was so shook up. I mean, heart shot the ever-loving snot out of that buck right there. I was so confident. If they take that step and they leave that leg back, they get that whole brisket area, there ain't no shoulder, there ain't nothing there. People will tell you it's an unethical shot. Hey, going to Kansas. Wow.
When we got down out of the tree, man, I've never seen a blood trail like this. It was intense.
Y'all careful. Careful at home now. Careful. Don't get it on you. Because there's so much here it could come through the TV.
He almost came in too good. I mean, he was basically facing me. He was quartering to me hard. The angle was a little harsh, but I was pretty good at geometry back in school, and I slipped that arrow. He was a little 45-degree angle facing me, and I slipped that arrow right in front of his front shoulder. Went down into the top of his heart. Probably cut a artery on the way through, coming through his neck.
Another good poking young 8. That's a good mature deer right there. Look at his beams, long old main beams, big tall 2s. He's got good 3s. That's why I think he was, what I recognized him from yesterday or the other day when we filmed him. He's got matching or even taller 3s almost.
Man, we went down and recovered a deer. We were so excited to have our second Ohio buck bow kill.
I can't get away from an 8-pointer this year. I swear, they follow me around.
You know, we're feeling good for the first time in many years. We're on a roll in Ohio, and everybody seems to be killing deer every year, getting good deer on video, and we're having a ball. So the next year, I decide we're coming back late season. I'm bringing the whole Campbell clan with me. We're bringing the whole family. We got Cade and Izzy and Addie and my wife Kat coming with us, and we're getting with the Munn family and the Bakers, and we're just gonna have a good old time, man. We're gonna do some late season hunting, a little bit of snow on the ground. The deer are losing their antlers rapidly, so we have to kind of hurry up. And as luck would have it, on the first evening, a good buck walks out, and he's got both sides of his antlers.
But it's the 8-pointer, the 8-pointer on the hit list, and he's got both sides, and here he comes. I'm at full draw. I'm guessing the distance, but then he turns to leave, and I guessed it right on the money at 35 yards. In the camera, you can't even really see the arrow hit. I saw it hit and just knew that I smoked this buck and he wasn't going far. He's zigzagging across this bean field, and then he has like what sounds like a 25-car pileup in the woods.
And I'll tell you what, it's dark, and I know the kill's dark. It's the last week, baby.
First night, late season, shot probably the only buck left on the farm that had both sides of his antlers, and I'm just pumped up. I just can't even believe it.
I could never have doubted it. It'd be a flicker. Find a flicker and get a near 2-inch cut, but you can also shoot through a Brinks truck. Another red arrow for the quiver.
I'm blood trailing this buck, and it looks like a murder scene. This afflictor broadhead just blew through this deer, and there's blood everywhere, and all of a sudden I look at a tree that looks like a 4-wheeler ran over it. I don't know if we'll find all of him, but I found half of him just now.
It's just like old Johnny Cash said, one piece at a time, son. I got it one piece at a time, and it didn't cost me a dime. You'll know it's him when I find the other side. Should have been in Nashville.
Woo! And he wouldn't have dropped his antler. Look how cool that is. That is so cool how he hit that tree and knocked his antler off. Is this fun or what, man? Man, what a cool buck up here in Ohio. I don't even know what to say. What are you supposed to say on the first day when you kill a buck with your bow and arrow out of the first tree that you get in, Chris? Is there a script for that?
I don't think it ever happens, does it?
I don't think it does. Call Guinness. We're out.
After I killed this 8-pointer in late season, got to spend a lot of time with the Munns and my family. Man, it was a good time. I mean, there's nothing like being in hunting camp, especially when you're not at hunting camp, if that makes any sense. When you're in somebody's home and you're with friends and family, there's nothing like it, man. There's nothing that can take the place of that kind of atmosphere in camp and that camaraderie that we have with them. And that's why we will keep coming back to Ohio as long as they'll have us. And this right here is the build-up story. This episode tells you the full story of our ups and downs and our failures and success in Ohio. And it's leading up to even better and bigger things in the future. And man, the show we got coming up for y'all next week is just out of control, man. Some big deer hit the ground. We have a lot of fun. You know I'm gonna kill a doe. Y'all know me. I'm gonna shoot some nannies. We're gonna have a good time. We're doing a little bit of late season hunt with the Nomad guys. We're going to some different places in Ohio, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. We got hunting spanning the whole season coming up next week, and a lot of things are gonna get shot with the bow and arrow.